Guru Nation, welcome back to the Clinical Trials Guru. Look, we're in the middle of a hiatus with coronavirus, and right now everybody's working from home. Even sites, even busy sites, are sending most of their staff at home, and they're revising their SOPs, and they're doing all these kind of virtual things. If you are at home and you have experience in the industry, you need to do several things right now to become a generalist. Okay, use this hiatus, use this downtime to learn more about other therapeutic indications and other specific job functions in your industry, in your organization. Ask your employer, hey, I'm working on CNS. I'd like to also learn about oncology. Or sometimes they have their training platforms already set up. You don't even need to ask. You just do additional training, okay, than what is required of you. If you are, so that's becoming a generalist with the therapeutic indication side. I need more experience. I need more knowledge in oncology. So I'm taking this online course on oncology. It's going to start end of March and it's going to go through until June or July. It's like a 10-week, 12-week course on immuno-oncology. But there's dozens of online courses right now. They're not that expensive. Sometimes your employer will even pay for it for you if you ask them to. The one I took was $800. I know as an employer, if an employee came to me and said, hey, Dan, I want to learn more about this kind of indication because I know that you want to start doing these kind of studies at your site, or I know we are doing these kind of studies at the site, they'll pay for you to do this during the downtime. And if they don't, you should pay for it yourself if you can. There's also free courses online. You can learn about just about every single therapeutic indication that's out there. You can read Google Scholar. You can read study results from clinicaltrials.gov. Furthermore, you should be networking like crazy right now. Networking with people on LinkedIn about all things clinical research, because this is how you become a generalist. Because when you're a specialist in the industry, you tend to only deal with other specialists or with whomever it is that you're dealing with on the other side of your daily tasks. Well, on LinkedIn, everybody from the entire spectrum of clinical research, and you can even go more generalist than that. You can go into pharmaceutical industry. Okay, they're all on there. They all want to have, or at least most of them want to have conversations, especially during this hiatus. Everybody has more time now to talk. So you talk to them, you pick their brain, and I actually hate that expression, pick your brain, but you figure out, okay, what are they doing? What do they need? Is there any way for me to help them? Let me tell you, if you are interested in technology and making virtual systems, if you have any kind of programming background, you are going to be in huge demand right now, because right now the industry is shifting virtual. And a lot of these things, a lot of these processes, a lot of these things we're implementing now are actually going to be here when coronavirus is over, because they're more efficient. Like, virtual patient visits are more efficient. Yes, you can't do everything virtually, as we're learning now during this coronavirus hiatus, but a lot of the things that we have been doing just because they're sacred cows that we don't want to get rid of, we're going to learn that, hey, you can just as easily do this online. So if you have any technical programming skill whatsoever, you can definitely get involved on the vendor side of things. Even before coronavirus was a thing, like late 2019, I read an article and I did a podcast on it where 60% of revenues in clinical research by the year 2022, which is not too far away, are going to be vendors in the industry. So not research sites, not CROs, vendors, and a lot of them to do with technology vendors. So if like those are some things you can do. You can also do virtual meetings with people on LinkedIn, network. Just treat it like a conference every day. Say, today I'm gonna, just like when you go to a conference and you have a target, today I want to meet someone from this company and talk to them about whatever it is they have. On LinkedIn, you can do that every day, and you can set a goal for yourself. I want to talk to 10 people today about this. Also, clinicaltrials.gov. That website has not gone anywhere. A lot of those contacts from clinicaltrials.gov you can reach out to, you can talk to, but make sure you're giving value. Make sure you're not just asking for them to do something for you. Make sure you're giving equal value to them. And it's a little bit hard to do that because people don't want to come across as being spammy. So look for things, try to actually research what that company is doing. Maybe ask them, hey, how are you dealing with coronavirus? Are you able to find vendors? Is there anything I can do to actually help? Here's my backgrounds. These are some of the things I'm interested in doing. And sites can be doing this too, by the way. Sites can be doing this. If you're a site and you figured out how to maintain some of your studies right now during this coronavirus. Maybe you're using a combination of Skype visits, telephone visits, parking lot visits. Create policies, just like we're doing with our DSCS site network. Create policies, okay? So that's how you kind of become a generalist. Learn a new therapeutic indication. I mean, really learn it, okay? And then get involved if you can in different aspects of research. Learn about different aspects of research. I'm taking a course right now, in addition to the one on oncology, I'm taking a quick course, a certification course. It's VirTrial, VIR, trial.com. I'll actually have the link in the YouTube video. So VirTrial.com for becoming a virtual trial compliant researcher. Just check out their website. I'll put the actual link to this underneath the video. And I know right now virtual trials is really hot, so if you go on LinkedIn and you talk to different vendors that do virtual trials and you really take an interest in what they do, they're gonna allow you to help them somehow, because a lot of these vendors are growing, are looking for market share. A lot of them, if you work at a site or a CRO, they already want to talk to you. I mean, you're actually someone they want to talk to. So now if you're working at a site or a CRO or a sponsor company and you're at the house and you reach out to these vendors, I mean, this is going to be like their dream come true, that someone from the site or the CRO or the sponsor is actually reaching out to them. So of course they're going to give you demos. They might even have trainings. I know Creo, clinicalresearch.io, they specialize in eSource. You can reach out to them. We use Creo. There's a lot of different organizations out there, different vendors that can help you with these kind of things. So therapeutic indication, learning different job functions, and then figuring out this whole virtual trial thing. I think those three things you should be doing in addition to other things in business and in life, like maybe learning how to have a side gig during this time. That's why I have my Patreon channel for patreon.com/dancefair. It's about all things not clinical research, but about building a brand, becoming an expert in a domain, selling things online. So selling things like my courses, the CRA Academy, not to plug my own stuff, but the CRA Academy, the CRC Academy. We've gotten a huge interest. We've always had full classes, but now during this hiatus, I'm knowing just an increase in people wanting to do our CRA Academy and our CRC Academy. So there's so many things to do even without my academies. Of course, my academies are good because they're going to teach you all this stuff anyways. We do oncology, we teach you virtual trials, we teach you all the different job functions so you could be a generalist. So that's your goal. Become a generalist during this hiatus in both therapeutic indications, job functions, and figure out this technology stuff. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.